web compression is not a dead subject. I repeat, web compression is not a dead subject. But I have a really sad news about it. Many people here forget about activating compression on the web. And how do I know that? I know that because I read the Web Almanac, which is a free publication that you should all here follow at a time in order to learn what should be the best thing to do over the web, okay? So take a look at the Web Almanac. Compression will have a deep impact of performance over the web. Here, with Wikipedia page, on the right, I have compression. On the left, I don't have compression. And I gain 15% time on the whole page loading. So let's take a look in a dedicated JS file to load. Here is jQuery minified version. If I had just gzip on the best level, I just drop like more than 50 kilobytes of data without any loss of information. And for me, it's kind of magic, because we could drop like even 70% of the file's weight without any impact for the user. And the magic behind gzip is not that complex. It's just a file with header and footers that use deflate blocks, which use two algorithms. Huffman encoding that focus on encoding bytes the most optimized way, and Lempelsieve 77. Let's focus on Lempelsieve 77, okay? First, Lempelsieve 77 focus on reducing size of repeated pattern. Repeated patterns are a true cause of big file in our JavaScript CSS file. So let's take an example with a sentence that may be said in here, to be or not to be. Here there is an evident pattern, an easy pattern to find. Let's see how Lempelsieve 77 finds it. So Lempelsieve 77, we scan byte per byte the message with triplets. And if we see a triplet that already been seen before, it will replace it with a tag. Let's see it. So to be, for now, it's not repeating. So I scan the triplet, and then I can create a tag here that just replace the previous to be with the distance and the length of it. So encoding the distance and the size is really tiny compared to have the whole byte in the message. That's the magic behind Lempelsieve 77. But Lempelsieve 77 only drop repeated patterns that have been seen before. After that, some engineers at Google said, maybe we could drop more repeated patterns. Over the web, we have token, we repeat a lot. And that's Brotli. Brotli came like 10 years ago and just dropped some byte more to be reduced in our files. And it's commonly supported now. So you should definitely use Brotli on your website now. And it's even available for node compression streams, so there's no reason to avoid Brotli now. Brotli use dictionary. So dictionary is a way to drop repeated patterns that are not in the content itself. The dictionary is composed of many words in many languages, and even JavaScript, HTML, and CSS tokens that you repeat a lot. And the dictionary is within Brotli binary directly, not in the message you transfer. So the algorithm Lempelsieve 77 can reference tags that are outside the message itself, but directly in the dictionary. For example, here's small word that you can find in Brotli dictionary. Maybe you could find some tokens that you are writing in your code. Or even this one. You could see the doc type or many JavaScript and CSS token here that could be replaced by tags. And that's completely the magic behind Brotli, okay? So that's not enough for people. They want to improve more. Okay, replacing tags with content that is outside is great, but it's static. The Brotli is in the binary. Some people say, maybe we could use cache, the HTTP cache, to improve performance of compression. And that is the shared dictionary compression for HTTP. This is the future for the web. You could create dictionary with your previous requests. Let's be clear. I have a website, I do it my own, and I have a vendor bundle which contains all the dependencies of my application, okay? And it is in V1 because I use some dependencies. And you go to see my website, you fetch my V1 bundle, okay? And you ask it, yes, could you compress it with JZip or Brotli? The server will say, fetch it, okay? You got it, but use it as dictionary for any next request that match the pattern of a vendor bundle. This way, the browser will have the bundle in a new cache layer used for shared dictionary, and the next time he will ask a vendor bundle, he will say, I have a previous one in cache, so compress me the new one, knowing that I have the previous one. This way, it will reduce a lot the content of the bundle itself. To be crystal clear, for example, with jQuery, if I load the last version with the previous one, I just need to transfer 8 kilobytes of data. And that's really, really, really small. Another example, if you load YouTube in January and you came back to YouTube in March, you could drop 70% of file transfer because you already have it in your dictionary. That's the magic behind dictionaries and shared dictionaries for HTTP. So, are you hyped? Yes. You can't use it. It's basically the future. So, this is the future for HTTP that will come in our web servers, in our browsers, but that's not for today. So, thank you everyone, and just remember, check your compression on your website, please.